Welcome to the Evening Review. My name is Sukhane Khache, and joining me in studio is Team Progress Namibia President Sakaria Kandenge. Welcome back to the Evening Review.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khane.
I'd like to start just by understanding Team Progress Namibia, what it stands for and how its formation came about.
Team Progress Namibia is a political movement, newly established. It was actually established last year in November, and it is officially launched today. Team Progress Namibia is an independent and awakened political movement which is comprising of critical thinkers, independent thinkers, who have decided that we are tired of this politics of Trumps. We are tired of this politics slogans and all these kind of things. We are going now to have a different approach. That is why TPNA is an independent political movement, which is whose main aim is actually just to align themselves with truth in politics as far as Namibian political landscape is concerned.
Have you registered Team Progress Namibia?
Yes, Team Progress Namibia is definitely a registered organization, civil organization, and we are actually an affiliate of Alliance, which is supporting independent candidate Ali Angula. We are an affiliate to NEFC, which is part of the alliance which is supporting Ali Angula and is legitimately registered with ECN, Electoral Commission of Namibia.
But not Team Progress Namibia?
Yes, Team Progress Namibia is an affiliate to a registered political party with ECN.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just in terms of the future plans of getting the Team Progress Namibia to that stage, what is the thinking for you?
Yeah, this time around is about understanding the operations of TPNA, because TPNA is not necessarily advocating to operate independently as a fully fledged political party for that matter. Maybe by that time will come. But for now, we are focusing on aligning ourselves with the most prominent critical thinking political formation, which is having views which is at the same level as those of TPNA. That is why we are aligning ourselves with NEFC, which is part of the alliance which is supporting independent candidate Ali Angula, and of course independent Ali Angula herself.
And then what would these values what do these values speak to that you say you align yourself with?
Yes, the value that we are aligning ourselves to with is number one is like I said, independent critical thinkers, Christian-based, through African value base as well, and just somebody who's very strategic, very vibrant, and open-minded. Yeah.
You were formerly, excuse me, you were formerly part of the IPC, and at the time you also challenged its president. Just tell me what led to your exit from the IPC.
Yes, what actually led me to participate in that contestation is because it's for the matter that I was seconded within the party. I went through the proper democratic channels within the party. And I thought if people would, want me to contest and they think I'm having that capability, of which me, myself, I think I'm very much capable to contest for that particular position within IPC. I say, why not? Let me go for it, because it is provided for within the IPC constitution bylaws, and of course the Namibian constitution as well, Article 17. So it was something which was basically just done for the for the sake of keeping democracy going. And remember one thing also, during that time, there were people going around talking about APC as being undemocratic, a dictatorship, and all those kind of things. So I thought, okay, let us prove people wrong that in IPC there's people who believe in democracy. So let me contest this position. Therefore, I contested Dr. Itula in 2022 for the party's presidential candidacy position. Yeah.
And are there any sour grapes that you, in the manner in which you are you angry at party officials within that party at how you left that IPC?
No. I'm not angry. I'm not angry with anybody within IPC. I understand everything that have happened between IPC. It was basically democratic, and therefore there's no need for me to be angry with anyone. That doesn't mean that I'm dissatisfied with the leadership. I'm satisfied with the leadership of IPC during that time, because there were many things that I realized that I'm not quite so happy with when it comes to the leadership of that time. That is why I decided I better join and associate with other political formation, because that is my right as a Namibian, and is guaranteed to me from the Constitution. Yeah.
You held a press conference much earlier to sensitize the public on Team Progress Namibia.
Yeah.
Just take us through what the outcomes of that meeting or that press conference.
Yeah, no, the press conference was just to let the Namibian people understand that there's now TPNA, Team Progress Namibia, a vibrant political independent movement which is aimed at properly participate in the Namibian elections based on truth and facts, and going forward also to let the Namibian people know that we are part of the alliance which is supporting Ali Angula. We are affiliated to NEFC, which is registered with ECN, and we did also a declaration of our support towards independent candidate Mrs. Ali Angula. Yeah.
Don't you think the mushrooming of political, do you think you've launched TPNA?
Yeah.
Do you believe that it is enough? Now we have this political party, we have an independent candidate, we have other independent political candidates that are vying for the presidency.
Yeah.
Don't you think that such efforts undermine a genuine effort to overthrow SWAPO, which is the government of the day?
Yeah, no, I don't think there should be a reason to overthrow SWAPO in a democratic framework of a particular nation. The main reason is not to overthrow SWAPO. The main reason for some of us is to make sure that we are working for the Namibian people. And it doesn't really matter from what front you are coming from, but I understand the concern of too many political parties. Because there's too many, and if there's too many, can we not look and think of what political party that is of the same values and of the same strategies that you are using so that you can join them? That is exactly the same reason we have attached ourselves to the alliance which is supporting Ali Angula, and to make sure that we are supporting independent candidate Ali Angula, because we believe that she's the first, one of the first people, to declare independent candidacy, and we thought it's very, very crucial for us at this point of time to have an independent candidate who is supposed to be, in my view, is supposed to be supported by all these other small political parties that can able to topple some of the ruling party, like the ruling party that you are just mentioning there. It's much better if you are doing it with an independent candidate, because when you are supporting an independent candidate, you are supporting a candidate who is not affiliated to a particular opposition party. You are just supporting somebody who is independent, and you come, you campaign for the parliament. That is what we are going to do in the alliance, and we are supporting Ali Angula for the presidency, because she is on the same level of understanding. She is on the same level of operations, and the strategies that she is using is quite similar to us in terms of the manifesto. So we thought, let's go for it. Yeah.
I want to continue with more questions after the break, but we'll have to call for a short commercial break. Do kindly stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Irango Med is a leading distributor working in partnership with NewMed and WestMed to meet the comprehensive needs of the Namibian healthcare sector. As a partner pursuing sustainable global healthcare, we offer industry-leading medical solutions through our key focus areas, which include pharmaceuticals, orthopedics, ophthalmology, surgical devices and capital equipment, as well as a well-established scientific laboratory division. In healthcare, Irango Med is committed to making a difference. What about you?
Today we are going to learn how to bake.
Welcome, everyone.
Things may not always go as planned, but our technology doesn't fail. Join Paratus today. Paratus, always prepared.
We are all seeking connection to each other, to the world, to the spaces we exist in.
Poor sportsmanship right now from the lads.
You might be physically ready, your body is ready, but mentally.
Here's another chance, and it is a goal from Vindo Kaha.
Sy sê wie hy is er aan neergetrek en daai bal het my grond gevat. Ja, hy het grond gevat en is
But just enough next.
Shh. Running that mountain up. Okay, so we will be doing this for the mountain climber. More advanced, slightly advanced.
So is jou trolley reg? Want
I love it. I love it. So then
kickstart our countdown at number 5 with this one.
Op Netwerk TV se Klets Kompas gesels ons nuus van 'n Maandag tot Donderdag. Ons kyk ook na die weer en meer. Stories wat jou raak en stories wat saak maak.
They've made a mistake in denying me bail, and they've made several other mistakes in many other cases.
The channels that teach us something new or reflect our expression. So it goes beyond switching to the right station. It's about choosing the experience that can adorn the present, dressing it with our tastes as we expand our preferences, because what we are actually connecting to is boundless, limitless human energy. And this is the spirit of NTV.
Welcome back to the evening review. Mr. Kandenge, tell me, what led, you've already spoken to this closeness between the alignment of strategies between you and Ali Angula and the party, but just take me to the behind the scenes events that led to you entering this agreement.
Yeah, no, the main thing that brought us to this kind of coalition is basically our manifestos, which is aimed at pushing forward to parliament as well as for presidency in terms of Ali Angula, because our manifesto, we believe that if we are to be elected, for example, on our side is the alliance that is going to be voted for the parliament, TPNA, NEFC, is to make sure that we push for the laws, to be properly presented, properly mended where they need to be mended, so that we can make sure that our constitution, which is quite good, is well polished to cater for the Namibian people. That is why on our manifesto, we are very much clear when it comes to the plan of action, which is very much in line with our constitution. For example, when we are talking about education, education is in Namibia. We are reading in the constitution that it is supposed to be free, but only free for the primary the primary, level. What about tertiary, secondary and tertiary level? That is why we are bringing it about, like on our manifesto, to say education shall be free, and it shall be free of charge. I hope everybody understands when I'm saying something is for free. Free of charge from where? From the pre-primary school to the very highest tertiary level, so that everybody can have access to education. As long as a child is in school and they can able to study and progress very well, then it won't be a problem to pay for their tuition fee, because these students are performing. Those who are not performing, they are already automatically pulled out of the system, and they can also be catered for in other in other scenario. But we are also talking about healthcare. Healthcare is supposed to be free as well, from clinic level, that is primary level, up to the most critical part of the health system, including, to send people to South Africa or Europe or anywhere, like politicians are going there to get their health services. We want health services to be free. If a person is not feeling well, if a person is in a critical situation, that person doesn't have money, there is already money paid for by the taxpayers, because the taxpayers take care of those people. It's the government saying, we are taking a little bit of these percentages so that we can take care of the most vulnerable people in the society. We are talking about employment. We need mass recruitment of people right now to work in all sectors of the society, like agriculture, transportation, energy, and so forth, so that they can be recruited 1,000 young people, like the way they are being recruited now in NDF and police. It's not signed anywhere that it's only the police or NDF that can able to recruit 1,000 people. What about agriculture? What if we recruit 200 people to go and work, mass recruitment to go and work at Etunda, the other 200 to go and work at Kavango, the other 200 to go and work in Zambezi, the other 200 to go and work in the South, for example. Major projects and other projects that we are going to bring about. In energy sector, transport, we need a lot of things that we need to do in transportation. Our railway, our airports, our, whole transport system on the roads. We need a lot of transportation and stuff like that. We need people to work there on logistics, cargo, and all these kind of things, and it must be done in a mass. Energy, for example, you can recruit people into energy sector by bringing about, power stations, opening up new power stations, and then you recruit these young people in a mass. Those are the kind of mass recruitment that I'm talking about. And of course, in the police and in the NDF, the main reason the Namibian government is concentrating only on some sector is because they know those are critical even to themselves. Yeah, and that is what we are trying to avoid. We are talking about finance. Finance, we are talking about printing money, for example. We have to print more money if we are to meet the situation, critical economic challenges that we are having in Namibia, provided that the printing of money is combined with supply and demand, is combined with diversification of the economy, so that we can avoid bad inflation, and then we keep an equilibrium as far as the economical status of Namibia is concerned. Because this is done everywhere else. If you go to China, Europe, America, USA, they are printing money for the sake of assisting their nation. Yeah, that is exactly what is happening. And then as far as our preferred independent candidate is concerned, she has put it on the table that she's going to give 1,750 to each and every Namibian between the age of 18 to 59, and as well as 1,750 to everybody who is above the age of 60s, the senior citizens and the vulnerable people who are getting the
old age grant.
Yeah, old age grant. And then this is going to be done in a well-balanced manner, that those who are unemployed, they get their full amount. Those who are employed, it is added on their salaries and stuff like that, so that it can be taxed, that is equalized. And this is very much possible because we are having a lot of resources. We are having a lot of cash economy. You see, the independent presidential contender, Ali Angula was an accountant. She understands exactly how the state accounts work. She have worked as a state accountant as well. So those are the things that we are talking about, that we are at the same level with these kind of people. Mr. Kennedy Longa of NEFC, Mr. Jani of UPM, for example, are the very same people that are, you know, talking about this very issue. And if we are a team of those kind of people with this kind of critical thinking, which is very rare in Namibia, because in Namibia we are only having people of viva viva politics. Viva viva politics, and running around in the streets and talking whatever they can able to sell to the people there, because people, they don't understand. You understand? That is why we are saying we are the birds of the same, on the same tree. We will definitely move forward. Yeah.
And then there's one important conversation that is taking center stage, is this one of gay rights, gay marriages, and so on.
Yeah.
You've aligned yourself to say that you're carrying out a Christian manifesto. What is your reaction then now to?
Yeah, no, we are very much clear that our manifesto is based on Christian values and scriptures, and therefore the Christian Bible is saying homosexuality is an abomination, and it remains as such also under our manifesto. It remains an abomination. If it's spoken like that in the Bible, it is also an abomination here. And then when we are going to the parliament to promote it, we promote it as an abomination. Yeah. People need to understand human rights. Human rights, our manifesto is saying human right is something that you are born with. When an infant or when a fetus is in the mother's womb, is already having basic rights to eat, to drink, to breathe. By the time a person is born, they continue with those same basic human rights. So we will not discriminate against anybody when it's coming to human rights, because human rights means respecting everyone else. You give the person water, you give the person food, you give the person education opportunity and equal opportunity, because you are living in the very same society. And on our behalf, we are only going to push for healthy relationships, which is approved according to our Christianity values, and as well as our African and Namibian values, because you must remember that our values and norms are not very far from the values of the scriptures. Because the way we have been living is exactly what is being written in the Bible. Yeah, as Africans. So we are going to continue what how our ancestors have been living. Our ancestors have been living like that. That is how we want to be. That is what we are going to promote as well.
Thank you very much for joining me on the Evening Review.
Thank you very much, Mr. Khone.
Thank you for joining, for watching. See you again.